Alright guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby Emu bringing you my prediction for Daniel Bryan taking on Sheamus at WrestleMania 28 for the World Heavyweight Championship. Guys, please do me a favor, hit that rating button, it really does help me out, blah blah blah. Leave a comment down below as well. This match has had, I think, quite a good build-up. Sheamus being the Royal Rumble winner, he could obviously choose anybody, which, because of all the rumors at the time, we knew was not going to be CM Punk for the title because of Chris Jericho. You break it down and look where we've came since Royal Rumble. You have Daniel Bryan, who is a champion that everybody hates. He gets booed crazily, and that's exactly what the WWE wants. You know, he starts going on about his vegan lifestyle and how he's a role model, and people legitimately hate it. They get so upset about it. And that's one of the things about a heel. The heel doesn't necessarily have to be this completely badass Mark Henry type heel. Daniel Bryan's that heel because he's sneaky. He gets wins by DQs, countouts, you know, trying to get a win whatever way possible. And Booker T says a win's a win as long as he stays champion. And Daniel Bryan's found a way to do that, and I think it's a very good thing that WWE is doing that. You know, wrestling-wise, as far as technique goes, yes, all these guys, Daniel Bryan don't even hold a torch to Daniel Bryan. Absolutely, as far as wrestling goes, Daniel Bryan could wrestle the hell out of any of these guys. But because of the personas, because of how the WWE's built a lot of these superstars, unfortunately, they can't give, Daniel Bryan wins over him. They just can't. It wouldn't make sense. Sheamus is being built up to be such a huge superstar in the WWE, especially on Friday Night SmackDown. Week in and week out, Sheamus gets the biggest pops on SmackDown. And of all the shows I watch, people love Sheamus. The Great White, I know when I was at the two events, the two signs that won sign of the night were Sheamus signs. And I was actually right on the train in Minneapolis with a guy that had the winning sign, and there's this huge Great White sign. And it makes me wonder and think and, ponder about, would they really build Sheamus up this much just to have huge disappointment like Alberto Del Rio last year? And my honest opinion could be yes. I mean, look what they did to Alberto Del Rio last year. Yes, he did in fact get built up through his destiny only to lose to Edge at WrestleMania. However, all that build-up didn't go to waste. He eventually won. He eventually became the WWE champion. He eventually got recognition after the draft, because of what he had did with Edge, because of what he had did with all the promotion and the destiny. And he went on to be, somewhat successful before his injury, and then he faded back in the timeline with John Cena and CM Punk. But Sheamus doesn't necessarily, and this is what I keep reading on these prediction websites, is like, they're not going to build Sheamus up this much just to have him lose. Sheamus is already nearing the top of his pop. Does he really need to get built up more? I think Sheamus is one of those guys that he doesn't necessarily need the title to bring in ratings. The SmackDown ratings have been slipping, so have the Raw ratings. Is taking the title off Daniel Bryan the solution? Possibly. I know a lot of people don't really like him. The wrestling internet community does. They love him because he's such a good wrestler. But if you throw the belt on somebody like Sheamus or Randy Orton, eventually the WWE is probably going to go back to that. They were advertising Randy Orton in a championship match after WrestleMania. Like, Extreme Rules are over the limit. And, that's what I keep thinking about in these predictions. I'm like, okay, where would the WWE go down the road? Daniel Bryan has had a history of winning kind of dirtily. Is that even a word, dirtily? He's had a history of winning dirty in his matches, from countouts, DQs, and in my honest opinion, I don't see this match going any different. I think that, if you looked at him straight up from a WWE persona only, not from a wrestling background, you would instantly think, oh, Sheamus would get the victory. Sheamus has beat him before he was a champion. When he was the United States champion last year, Sheamus dominated him. So it makes you wonder, what are they going to do? How are they going to end this in a way that it doesn't just effectively kill Daniel Bryan's push, which this match might, in fact, kill Daniel Bryan's push. If they do give the title to Sheamus, yeah, he probably gets a rematch, but after that he probably fades out of the sunlight and won't be in there. But this simulation, I think, is a perfect way to show what'll happen. Is Daniel Bryan will throw everything he's got at Sheamus. Sheamus will keep coming back, and Sheamus will get the upper hand. And finally, Daniel Bryan just gets to a point where he's like, I can't beat him, and he just gets the DQ, and Daniel Bryan retains. In my opinion, and I know that's not what people like to see at WrestleMania pay-per-views. At any pay-per-view, a win by DQ, they want to see a good match, a heel win, a good win, whatever. I see this match ending in a DQ for Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan does, in fact, retain the World Heavyweight Championship. And I am saying that as a Daniel Bryan fan. I am saying that as a wrestling enthusiast. I don't know great wrestling, but I do know from the all the videos I've seen of Daniel Bryan, he's so talented. There's a lot of things he has to work on, but it's quite an understatement saying that if Daniel Bryan loses, he'll fall back to the mid-card, because it's true. If Daniel Bryan loses, Daniel Bryan will, in fact, fall back down to the mid-card, and he'll be lost while Sheamus goes on to glory. So I want to know what you guys think. What is your prediction for WrestleMania 28? Leave it in the comment section below. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get 200 for WrestleMania 28, guys. Facebook.com/TubbyEmu. Tubby out.